all of them, to have a gallery, to have my own place, to have my studio, to painting whatever I want, to talk to the people, to explain about my culture, you know, everything. I'm very proud of everything that I'm doing, to bring my family to the United States, to have a better life, you know. So I'm very proud whatever I did. I'm very proud to get out from Cuba. Very, very proud. I don't have enough time because, like I said, this is my studio, so I all the time painting. I have my partner, that is the one that take care about the customers that come over and explain whatever I'm doing or whatever they want to buy or whatever. But sometimes the people from the university come here to do his thesis, and because I'm painting about the Afro-Cuban a lot, so people are very interested about that, and they come over and talk to me about how I start, why I do that, why I do this, what is my style, what the material that I use, you know, why I start to painting, what is my feeling, and things like that, and I help them. Besides that, we have Kosher Friday, that we have every month. We have Kosher Friday here, and a lot of people are coming over, not only to buy, the people are coming over to see the art in this area, because this area is a very famous area. The Little Havana is very famous all around the world, so it's a lot of tourists coming around here all the time. So they come here and they ask about whatever, and then I explain exactly. And in that way I teach the people about art, because everybody doesn't have to know about art. Some people like art, but they don't know anything about it. So I think that I have to explain them. This is something that I really have to do it. It's the way that I help the people to have strong education about whatever I'm doing, about my culture also, you know, and I do whatever I can to help a little young or young fellows, whatever. Not only people that come from studies or whatever, that come from the university, anyone. The first thing, get out from Cuba, very risky, because I came by boat, very risky. And then, but if I have to do it, I do it again, you know, because I was looking for the freedom. So I'm very happy that I did that, and I'm very happy to have my own business, and I'm very happy to help my family to come to a better life to the United States. So that's why. The influence is about all the Cuban artists, you know, the colors, you know, drawing, what they're painting about, you know. I always want to be, when I was a little child, I say, if one day I'm going to be a professional painting, I want painting about my culture. I want to teach the whole world about my culture. And because I'm very proud to be Cuban, you know. I'm an American citizen. I'm very proud to be American citizen too. And a Cuban American. But you know, I'm very proud about my culture, and I like to painting about that, and to teach what I'm doing. I'm very proud of that. When I'm painting about the farming, the Cuban farming, I don't have much to say, you know. I show the people the rooster, that is very popular here, roosters, and that is very symbolic also. This depends where culture it is. But my color is, I'm very colorful because, you know, Cuba we have a very bright sun, like in Miami. So that influence of the bright color, the light of you is influencing your painting, you know. Or sometimes you are sad. When I was in Cuba, sad. Maybe my color came down a little bit or whatever, but you know. But usually, I'm a happy person. I'm a happy person, and I was very bad for me in Cuba, but still that I'm a happy guy. And then yes, especially when I'm painting about the Afro-Cuban. The Afro-Cuban have different elements that is symbolic from each one. I painted about so many. There are so many African gods. They don't call goddess. They call orishas. So when I painted about the orishas, I got information about, it's a kind of religion that is going in Cuba. They call Santeria. That is the wrong name. The name is supposed to be the rule of Osha. That's the real name of that religion. In Cuba, they call Santeria, because that was mixed with the Catholic ones, you know, and they call Santeria. It's Santo is a name that you apply for the Catholic ones. For the African, it's Orisha. It's a different name. But you know that when the slavery came to Cuba, they couldn't pray to their own goddess, they couldn't practice their own religion, so they have to go through the Catholic ones. So that was very smart, that was very sneaky. So they prayed to the Catholic Virgin, to their own goddess, through the Catholic Virgin or Catholic saints. So I studied that a lot, because I really was impressed with that one. This is really, for me, when I started painting, like I say, 12 years old, the people that was working in that place was a lot of black people working in that place, and they have their own religion. So I have the influence. I was listening all the time about that religion. I was interested in that religion. You know, I'm Catholic, but it doesn't matter. So I was interested. It's part of my culture. So the influence of them came on me all the time since I was 12 years old. And then I say, I want a painting about that. I want a painting about the culture. So then I have to get information about that, because you can paint something that you don't know. What are you painting about? So the people that believe in that religion teach me a lot of things, symbolic colors, symbolic elements, you know. And I know a lot about that. I don't practice the religion, and I lose like I practice the religion, because I know a lot about that. Sometimes people that practice the religion know less than me about the religion, you know, because they don't have enough education. They believe, but they don't have enough education. So I try to get education through the people that I know exactly. I have a lot of books that I paint, I have book. There's one book that the name of that book is a book that is an anthropology girl that her name is Mercedes Sandoval. Mercedes Sandoval is a teacher in the university, and she teaches about the Cuban culture in general, and she knows exactly a lot about the Afro-Cuban. So I have a book that she did it especially for that kind of religion for the university in English. And I have 3 pieces that was printing in that book for me. And I have several books that the people asking me if they can put some of my painting in that book. So sometimes I say yes, sometimes I say no, but sometimes I say yes. Like now I say yes.